Thank you, Phil, for contributing the last wisps of your voice to this ceremony. And now, for the last of the presentations of SC11 prizes, I'd like to ask Doug Fuller to come forward. Doug is at Oak Ridge National Labs, and he will present the Cluster Challenge connections. The white smoke has just gone up, and some of these on-site determined prizes are now ready to be.
Thanks. First off, I'd like to mention that the Student Cluster Challenge is a joint effort this year between the Technical Program and SC Communities. It's my pleasure to welcome Charles Lively to the stage with me, who's leading the communities effort on the Cluster Challenge this year. For those of you who don't know about the Cluster Challenge, it's an intense competition for students that took place right up there on the 6th floor East Lobby. Many of you may have seen it in front of the 6th floor exhibit hall. The students were given a grueling scientific workload that they managed to work through over a 2-day period, and in some cases staying up all night to do so. So I'm very proud of all of our teams. I'd like to take a moment to recognize our teams and the supporters who made the trip possible for these teams. So that I don't get it wrong. Our 8 teams were from Taiwan, National Tsinghua University, supported by Acer. From Boston University, supported by Silicon Mechanics and NetApp. From Colorado, the University of Colorado, Boulder, supported by the HPC Advisory Council. The Costa Rican Institute of Technology from Costa Rica, supported also by the HPC Advisory Council. We were pleased to welcome the National University of Defense Technology from China, supported by INSPER. The Nizhny Novgorod State University from Russia, supported by Microsoft. Purdue University, supported by Intel. And the University of Texas at Austin, supported by the Texas Advanced Computing Center. I'd also like to ask Charles to take a moment to recognize the overall supporters who make this competition possible.
We'd like to thank our corporate sponsors for providing their funding for the competition. These sponsors include Bank of America, Schlumberger, Lockheed Martin, Procter & Gamble, Data Direct Networks, Wham Cloud, and also, that's all of our sponsors. So, thank them for their support, and without them, this competition would have been possible. So the first award that we have for this afternoon goes to the team that was able to achieve the highest impact score based on their system art configuration. Representing Team Russia from Nizhny Novgorod State University, we'd like to award them the SCC HPL Award for highest impact.
I should mention that this team's 1.9 petaflops score nearly doubles last year's petaflop achievement on only 26 amps of power. Yeah, I said petaflops at the announcement too. I keep forgetting. Yes, 1.9 teraflops. I give too much credit. What's a few orders of magnitude between friends? I was here when we first achieved a teraflop 8 years ago. All right, so now the moment of truth. We're very pleased to announce the overall winner, the SC11 Student Cluster Competition, National Tsinghua University, the Taiwan. That it is the 5th year we've held this competition. This is the closest we have ever been. And great congratulations are owed to all 8 teams who participated. Thank you again.
Thank you, Douglas and Charles. And before we leave this room, I just want to urge the teams to come up for a full team photo and for picking up the extra plaques just to the representative one that came forward. I think you can all agree with me that the future of supercomputing and the future of SC at the conference is bright. With this flurry of youth, with this wonderful international representation, in addition to congratulating the winners, I would also like to thank the folks whose signatures appear on the bottom of all these plaques, who did the really hard work of sifting through incredible competitions this year. And urge those finalists, those who didn't make it, to be back in Utah in 2012, because your number will come up too. Thank you all for attending.
And the first repeat champion.
Thank you.
Very, very impressive.
Yeah.
Very good. Very, very close. Very close.
Our team very close. I don't know. 我们先前面照一下。对，等会儿跟你们讲。
No, it was
Student 要吗？team 有点不卡。确照相好不好？
来相机借我，要把我相机借我。
Yes。那个要是
可能前面有人蹲，前面有人蹲好了。
前面，蹲下。
前面，到那个后面，
趴下，不许动，趴下。笑一下，李老师。这是最后5秒。
刚前面也不错 ，impact 低了。对。
刚才有人说我们两个team overall。Yeah, so happy.